something I don't understand. 1 minute, you were yelling at me. And the next minute, well, what are you doing?
Women are supposed to be unpredictable.
Yeah, I know. I read that somewhere.
In a book?
In a book? Where else?
Well, then how come I don't see a single book in this apartment? You know, Pearl, for your low-life exterior, you happen to be one of the most well-read people I know. I don't even see as much as a pamphlet here.
I don't know, maybe I got a thing for the public library.
Or maybe you hide your life.
No, you don't. You don't go in there.
I want to answer the phone.
No. You want to find out more info on Michael Baldwin Bradford.
The third? Who's he?
Somebody very boring. You don't want to know about it.
Yes, I do. I want to know about all of your life, Pearl, not just part of it. Can't you understand that? You missed your phone call.
Yeah, it's probably the wrong number.
You're not going to let me into your life, are you?
Oh, Courtney. I got to be selfish about something in my life, don't I? Don't take it personally. Huh? Please. Okay. All right. I'll tell you what I'm going to do.
What?
I'm going to take a shower, clean up, change. I'll come over to your place about an hour, pick you up, and we'll go out on the town, okay? We'll make up for lunch. How's that?
Okay.
Nah. Think of where you want to go, then think again, and make it someplace a lot cheaper.
Okay.
I love it when you giggle. You know, you're very cute. Look at in a few minutes, okay? I promise.
Okay.
Pick you up. Get your place.
All right.
Ciao.
Bye. I can't do this. This is wrong. This is just going to make everything difficult, and it's going to change everything.
It doesn't have to change anything.
I'm afraid.
It's all right, Julia. If you want to go. No.
Answer the phone.
No.
Answer the phone.
Hello?
David, I have to see you.
I'm sorry, I'll have to get back to you.
I mean it, David. Now. You just get over here.
Come, Gina. Tell them about the other time. When I was coming out of the coma, and my vital signs were improving, and you started to panic. Well, you thought you'd try it again, this time maybe with poison. So you had a nice syringe filled with something lethal.
Is that true? You said you'd forget about it if I signed those papers. You said if I gave up Brandon, you wouldn't say anything. So that's why you gave him up without a fight.
You need any more convincing? She tried to kill me twice.
I didn't know.
What's the explanation this time, Gina, huh? What's the excuse this time? You're such an awful human being. I think putting you in jail wouldn't be enough punishment for you.
Please. Cece, please. Santana, how would you feel if you had to give Brandon up all over again? Don't you think I've suffered enough? I've paid the highest price I could possibly pay already.
Maybe not, Gina. In any case, your fate is in the hands of Mr. C.
Are you still there?
Oh, I'm here. And you better get here fast. This Capwell person from the DA's office came to my room. And if they get on to me, you're gonna have big trouble on your hands. So hurry.
Right, thank you. I'll take care of that on this end. Thanks for calling. Bye.
Who was that? David, who was that? Whoever it was upset you. Was that something about the trial? Because if it was, don't worry. Listen, I'm going to be able to prove that someone else may have had a motive to kill Madeline, and reasonable doubt is all we need.
I don't know if you're going to be able to prove anything. If you're having doubts about me yourself, be honest with me. Tell me truthfully. You really aren't all that certain about me, are you?
Why are you saying this to me now? Who just called?
It's just what I'm feeling.
Well, you're imagining it.
Listen, if you don't believe in me 100%, just tell me right now, okay, so I know what I have to do?
What's that supposed to mean?
It means I'll walk out that door right now and you'll never see me again.
You can't leave now. That's a patent admission of guilt. I thought you and I were committed to proving your innocence.
Look, I'm not talking about leaving town, just releasing you from the case and getting out of your life.
Look, I don't know what's just happened here, but I thought we were committed to proving your innocence.
We were, but I'm telling you, if you even have a shadow of a doubt...
Will you stop saying that? I believe you. I believe you. I do.
All right, look, I know that you're attracted to me. Now, that's because you said so yourself. But what I need to know is if that attraction hasn't somehow blinded you to the overwhelming case against me. If you're not being hopeful and optimistic, because you can't come to grips with the reality of this situation.
David, listen to me. I know this isn't easy for you, but you have got to stop panicking. You want me to trust you, and I do. But you have to trust me, too. I know that the job is tough, but I'm going to be able to prove that you're innocent. I want to do that for you because I know that you are. And because I care about you.
You wouldn't happen to have a spare fig leaf, perchance, would you? Ah, well, in that case, I'll just slip into something a bit more comfortable, like the darkest corner of this room over here. If you would just be good enough to turn around and head for the exit, I will make myself a little less conspicuous. Perhaps I'm deaf, but I didn't hear you close the door.
Would you look at this? Pearl, you have more books in this room than the entire Library of Congress.
Yes, about 15 less, actually. Listen, Courtney, if you're going to hang around, at least make yourself useful and hand me the robe over there.
I can't believe this. Pearl, some of these books are priceless. You have exquisite taste.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you very much. But have you forgotten the little boy in his birthday suit over here cowering in the corner?
No, not at all. You see, since you're trapped in that corner, you can't keep me from searching this room to my heart's content. And I don't think I'm ever going to get another chance to find out about your life as Michael Baldwin Bradford III.
Courtney, you are taking unfair advantage of this situation.
You bet I am.
At least think about Brandon. Cruz is right. How would Brandon feel if he knew that his father sent his mommy to jail?
How would he feel if he knew his mommy tried to kill his daddy twice?
That's exactly my point. That's why you shouldn't know anything about this.
Why are you even listening to her? Gina isn't even fit to say Brandon's name, let alone be his mother. Send her to jail.
Santana, please.
I want to see her punished.
Daddy, we understand your anger at Gina. Some of us even share it, but I think you should think about what happened here today. She saved my life. She saved Cruz's today.
Aiden, not only did she try to murder me, she let me go on thinking that you were the one who tried to do it. She and Kirk put the burden of guilt on you. No, he's going to pay for it.
Нет, она заплатит за все. Довольно слез. Ты никого не разжалобишь. Взгляни на меня, взгляни. Ты не получишь моего прощения. Я не Господь Бог, который прощает даже самых отпетых грешников. Ты заплатишь за все.
Я не выпрашиваю у тебя прощения. Мне надо немного сострадания.
Пришло время собирать камни, так сказал экклезиаст. Ты понесешь наказание. Круз, отвези ее в Санта-Барбару. Предъяви обвинение и посади ее, как Керка, в камеру строгого режима. Это опасный преступник.
Не сравнивай меня с Керком. Я не имею ничего общего с этой мразью. Неужели никто мне не поможет?
Без заявления мистера Си я не смогу произвести арест. Поговори с ним. Возможно, он согласится не возбуждать дело.
Иден. Отец, можно с тобой поговорить?
С удовольствием, но только не о Джине.
Нет, именно о ней. Прошу тебя. Пожалуйста.
Я не понимаю, как ты можешь ее защищать. Вспомни, как она обошлась с Брэндоном и со мной.
Она спасла мне жизнь. Я помню и об этом.
Я не питаю симпатии к Джинни. Но подумай о другом. Что могло произойти, если бы Джина не оказалась рядом?
Хватит, Иден. Я не желаю больше слышать о Джине.
Отец, я перед ней в долгу.
Это все, что ты хотел мне сказать?
Нет. Да, преступление было совершено. Но ты своими угрозами довел Джину до последней степени отчаяния. Ты хотел отнять у нее самое дорогое. Ты хотел отнять у нее Брэндона.
Иден, ты утверждаешь, что во всем виноват только я?
Нет, нет, это был жест отчаяния. Я подумала о другом. Если бы события приняли иной оборот. Как бы ты относился ко мне? Как к Джинни? В тот вечер я пришла к тебе, чтобы отключить систему. Мне помешала только чистая случайность. Иначе я бы убила тебя. Отец!
Дорогая, мы обсуждаем разные мотивы. Это было высшее проявление любви. Ведь я просил положить конец моим мучениям.
Отец, но я, как и Джина, совершила преступление. Это была попытка убийства.
Ты напрасно истязаешь себя. Джина ненавидела меня, и это была жажда мести, а ты выполняла мою волю. Твоим мотивом была любовь.
Это не меняет дело. Я люблю тебя, отец, и решилась на убийство ради любви. Отец, умоляю, не делай заявление в полицию. Пожалуйста, забудем об этом раз и навсегда. Сделай это ради меня. Я прошу тебя.
Let this end for once and for all. Please, for my sake.
Hold me hostage here forever?
I'm not holding your hostage. Cezanne seems to be.
Oh, very funny. I'll tell you what. If you get out of here right now, I'll strike a bargain with you. I won't charge you with trespassing, illegal entry, and sexual harassment.
Недомогательство. Извините, Ваше Высочество, вы не объясните причину столь бурного веселья?
Я нашла альбом со школьными снимками.
Немедленно положи его на место. Кто увидит эти снимки, превращается через неделю в соляной столб.
Осторожнее, ты лишишься всех своих воспоминаний.
Кортни, предупреждаю, с меня довольно. Ты испытываешь мое терпение.
Перл, а в молодости ты был очень красив. Не надо так смущаться. В те годы у тебя был совсем другой имидж. Очаровательный.
Ну и что из того? Тогда все носили бабочки. Посмотри на свои школьные снимки.
А ты был не только красив, но и умен. Латинский клуб, французский клуб, математический клуб, ораторский клуб. Боже, от таких нагрузок можно было свихнуться.
Так, довольно. Я повешу на стену этот снимок и буду молиться на него, как на икону. А тебе пора убираться за дверь. Что ты молчишь? Ждешь, когда я исполню танец воина? Начинаю.
Мейсон, ну что, приступим?
А где твой клиент? Джулия, это не светская беседа.
Он подъедет через 5 минут. Мейсон, процесс начнется ровно через неделю.
Мне кажется, ты ждешь его с нетерпением.
Да, я хочу услышать оправдательный приговор.
Да, хорошо, что ты затронула эту тему. Приступим к предварительным торгам.
You'll change your client's plea from not guilty to one of guilty as hell. I'll be happy to entertain your offer.
Seems to me like you don't have enough evidence to convict him. You're going to have to come up with some hard physical evidence to get a verdict of guilty, and I don't think you can find it.
Oh, not only can I find it, Julia, but I think I can convince the jury that David knew Madeline wasn't quite dead after he hit her with the hammer. That he simply left her there with the expectation that her life would drain out of her like sand through an hourglass.
Save your similes for the opening statement, why don't you, Mason?
He's guilty, Julia. You know it and I know it.
He's innocent, Mason.
He's charmed you. But deep down, you know he had it planned down to a gnat's ear. He hated her, he wanted her money, so he bashed her skull in with a hammer. An out-of-control beast who should be shot down. And I'm still willing to let him plead guilty to second-degree murder. It turns my stomach to have to say it. So you better snap it up and fast.
Come, sweetheart. Let's go home.
What about Gina? I don't want to leave here until we made a decision.
Cruz, am I correct? You need my testimony in order to jail this woman?
I think that's right, Mr. C.
Сиси, неужели вы отпустите ее на свободу?
Сантана, замолчи.
Мне безразличны слезы и лицемерное покаяние Джины. Она не заслуживает жалости. Сиси, отвечайте.
Отец, я считаю, я не нуждаюсь в ничьих советах. Что ты решил? Считай, что тебе повезло, Джина. Я выполню просьбу моей дочери.
Я воспринимаю твои слова как оскорбление. Мейсон, у тебя нет улик, иначе ты не стал бы предлагать сделку.
Я высказал пожелание окружного прокурора.
All right, Julia. If you want to draw a hard line, we can too, but you're not going to prove anything except that you made a second error in judgment. The first was taking David on as a client. Not exactly a wise return from an early retirement.
I wasn't retired.
Some people don't know when they're well off.
As far as I'm concerned, this meeting is over. We're asking for an acquittal, and we're going to get it.
Well, either you've been away from criminal law too long, or you don't really realize how much trouble your client is in. Unless that's sheer bravado. But, truth be known, I'm happy you've rejected our offer. I want to see him get the full penalty the law allows.
Oh, I bet you do.
I was wrong about you, Julia. I used to think you were a good attorney. Smart, tough. I was wrong. You're a disaster.
He's innocent.
He's late. Where is he?
We accept no deals.
Where is he, Julia? In L.A. by now? Maybe on his way to Brazil? Running away, Julia. He's played you for an idiot.
Oh, shut up, Mason. You're the one who's lost. Madeline was a Capwell, so just like your father, you have to go for the kill. You can't see reason, and you certainly can't feel compassion. Just one of the rocks your father uses to stone his victims. Maybe someday, Mason, you won't let him rule your guts anymore. See you in court.
It'll be a pleasure.
Yes, I'd like David Laurent's room, please. What? He checked out of his room? When?
This is the craziest thing I ever heard of, Dad. Just because Eden doesn't want to see Gina punished doesn't mean that...
You can't let her get away with this. Gina's a danger to everybody, especially to Brandon. Cece, for heaven's sake...
You can all stop shouting at me. I've made my decision and it's final.
You made a decision 15 minutes ago when you changed that one. And I just changed this one.
I did it for Eden, Dad.
В интересах Иден.
Какое нам дело до прихоти Иден? Я требую правосудия. Джина совершила преступление, и ей полагается наказание.
Значит, я свободна? Да, Сиси?
Завтра утром я жду тебя в полицейском управлении. Ты должна дать показания.
Не сомневайся, Круз. Я приеду.
Ты отпустил на свободу сатану.
Джина, я проявил милосердие. Но прежде чем ты уйдешь, я бы хотел сказать тебе несколько слов.
Слушаю тебя, Сиси.
Нет, перестань изображать из себя раскаявшуюся грешницу. Я знаю тебя слишком хорошо. Пройдет какое-то время, и мысли о тюрьме будут казаться тебе грезами по сравнению с кошмаром повседневной жизни.
Почему? Что ты можешь еще сделать? Я достигла предела человеческого страдания.
Отныне Ты не существуешь для нашей семьи. Ты мертва. Ты никогда не получишь опекунство над Брэндом, а заодно и деньги, ради которых ты была готова совершить убийство. Мы стали врагами. Я буду мстить при любом удобном случае. Я превращу твою жизнь в ад. Но, к сожалению, это неравноценное наказание за все причиненное тобой зло. Пойдем, Иден.
Иден, можно с тобой поговорить?
Ты слышала мои слова?
Отец, это недолго. Подожди меня.
Последний раз, Джина. Потом держись от нас подальше.
В чем дело, Джина?
Я хотела тебя поблагодарить. Если бы не твоя помощь, то страшно подумать.
Все в порядке, ты тоже мне помогла. Мы в расчете.
Нет, я у тебя в долгу. И если тебе или Келли потребуется помощь, то я приду по первому зову.
Не понимаю, почему ты упомянула Келли.
Просто так. Ты можешь рассчитывать на мою помощь.
Хорошо. Спасибо.
Я могу идти?
Да.
Pearl, this joke has gone far enough. You can get dressed now.
Dressed? Are you kidding me? I'm about ready to perform the last act of the dance of the 7 Cézannes. Yes. You can feel it now, can't you, baby? We're reaching the...
Мы приближаемся к апофеозу, за которым последует финал. Обычно я использую голубую подсветку, но сейчас тяжелые времена.
Перл, шутка зашла слишком далеко.
Для тебя, но не для меня. Ты хотела узнать мое истинное лицо? У тебя есть шанс. Приготовься. Это еще не самое.
And there's a lot more from where this came from. Yeah.
I brought you something to eat.
Well, thank you. That was nice of you.
Well, I couldn't let you go hungry even if I am upset with you.
I wish you wouldn't be.
Cece goes along with whatever Eden says, doesn't he?
Yes, it seems like it sometimes. I did expect Gina would be punished.
Yes, but I didn't hear you say that in front of Eden and Cece. You defended her. The man I fell in love with wouldn't be happy with what he did today. You've changed a great deal, Cruz. And I think Eden is the cause of it.
Maybe I have changed, but I have always been capable of mercy, especially towards someone who saved my life. Now, why don't we drop this and enjoy our food, okay?
The only reason Eden could have for helping Gina is that she thinks that it's in her own best interest to keep Gina around. Well, I guess that makes sense.
You're really obsessed with this, aren't you?
I'm frightened.
Well, what are you thinking about? I mean, what does Gina sticking around have to do with Eden's best interest?
I don't know. Gina wants Brandon, and Eden wants you. Now they're buddies. Maybe they'll start working together. I don't know.
I don't believe this. Will you listen to me? What do I have to do to get it through your head that I intend to honor my marriage vows?
I don't question that. You're an honorable man, but the trouble is you don't love me. We both know that.
Santana, please don't do this.
All right. I have to go.
No, wait a second. Let's just sit down here and eat together, shall we?
It's for you. I don't feel like...
What are you talking about? Listen to me. This has been a terrible day. That's a given. But there is no reason to have second thoughts about our marriage.
You are kind, you're attentive, and you're thoughtful. But there's something missing. You know what I'm talking about.
Do you have any idea how bad it makes me feel when you say stuff like that?
It's just so painful sometimes.
I have gone out of my way to make sure you had no reason to feel insecure.
Oh, I'm a hopeless case now, aren't I? I love you, Cruz, but it's a one-way street. I have no illusions about that. And I know that someday we're going to come to the end of it, that's all. I'll see you at home.
I think I ought to go up and see Eden. No, don't do that. I wanted to rest. I don't want to disturb. Instead, you can come into the study with me. We can talk about Kirk. How to get him disentangled from the family and from the business legally.
First of all, you're going to have to make some kind of official announcement. You put him on a lot of letterheads, you know?
I realize that, Mason. I'll take him off the letterhead.
Make sure you realize his idea of what.
Surprised to see me?
No, not surprised at all. I've been waiting for you.
Gonna hold me at bay or something?
Yes.
Why? I'm dressed now.
Yeah, well, I don't even trust you when you are dressed.
Hey, you want a man you can trust? I know an old guy who lives up in the hills.
Well, I think that I better be going now.
You want to leave? You're gonna have to make a dash for the closet.
Pearl, you're not mad at me for finding out all this about you, are you?
Oh, no.
No.
I'm a real believer in forgive and forget.
Word of honor?
Cross my heart. Hope to die. Let's be friends. Yes.
Hey, what's the matter?
I don't know. You told me.
I don't know what you mean.
Well, you said you came to find the real me. Is this what you meant?
Well, maybe. Maybe it's what I thought it would be like all along, but I don't know. Why don't we find out about that later?
Listen to me, Gordon. Please listen. When you lost Madeline, you lost practically your entire world. Now, me of all people, I know what it's like to be alone, and I really don't want to take advantage of you, okay?
I don't think you are.
No. I feel like I am. I think that you need somebody right now, but maybe who you need is not me.
Pearl, if you're trying...
No. It's still my turn, okay? I don't know how to put this. I don't want to speak unkindly to you, but perhaps you don't know how goofed up you are from losing your sister.
Well, I've never felt so awful in my life.
I can see that.
Pearl, I like you. And who knows, maybe you're right, but it feels nice being here like this.
Tell me about it.
You know, if you're worried that I'm going to tell people about your real life, I promise I won't. And I'm sorry that I busted in here like I did. Will you forgive me?
On one condition.
That?
But before we go back to work on Lionel Lockridge's appointment book, you give me one more kiss for inspiration.
Well, will it be like kissing Sherlock Holmes?
Indubitably, my dear Watson. Elemental, man. Elemental.
Come on, we better get back to work, hadn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
have violated my trust in you. If I hadn't found you, you would have guaranteed yourself a guilty verdict. Do you have some latent death wish that you haven't told me about?
Look, if you just calm down...
I couldn't believe when the hotel clerk told me that you had moved. I thought I'd have a heart attack.
I had good reason.
Let's hear it.
All right, fine. Everyone in that hotel knew who I was, and they stared at me. I didn't have a minute's privacy going in or out of that place. Besides, I was just about to call you and tell you I moved.
Oh, I'll bet.
Well, how did you find me anyway?
Sheer luck. The hotel clerk at the Capitol Hotel had overheard you talking to your service in Boston that you had changed hotels.
Well, doesn't that say something to you? Look, someone who's jumping bail doesn't do that, do they?
Why didn't you show up for your meeting with Mason?
I didn't think it was anything you couldn't handle. What did he want anyway?
Just to offer you a plea bargain. Don't worry, I turned it down. I wasn't angry at you then.
Well, at least you cared enough to come after me. You know, maybe that means that your feelings for me aren't so different as mine are for you.
Don't bet on it.
Look, I wasn't running away.
Why didn't you tell me you were moving?
Because I needed some time alone. I wanted to think about my feelings for you. They scare me a little, you know?
Yeah, I know. They scare me too. I mean, my instincts are telling me right now to run right out of this hotel room.
I need you.
No, please don't do that to me now.
What's wrong?
Nothing. I want to go home.
Why?
Because I don't trust you.
Because of Madeline. I can't blame you for that.
I know there were things going on with you and Madeline that you never told me about. How can you expect me to trust you when you haven't trusted me at all?
You're right. I haven't told you the whole truth. But I'm going to now. I've waited too long as it is. Haley!
Are you all right? I'm a little worried about you today.
You don't have to be.
Well, no, yes, I do. I know you certainly fond of Gina once. But I think after today, we all saw Gina for exactly what she is. Haley, she's worse than Kirk. I mean, she's a lying, cold-blooded killer. She tried to kill my dad twice. So I don't want you to waste any tears on Gina.
But Dad...
Yeah, I know. She saved some lives, but come on. No, Haley, what? Well, come on, what is wrong?
You don't understand.
What? Haley, what don't I understand?
What are you doing here?
I just wanted to thank you for everything.
We should thank Gina, but I guess your father already did that for us.
Yeah. But it was you. I didn't get a chance to say anything in front of Daddy and the others, but you risked a lot for me.
Kirk should have been stopped a long time ago.
I don't think I'll ever be able to pay you back. But I want to thank you. Thank you for saving my life.
I didn't tell you before because of all your doubts. But the truth is, my life with Madeline was a mistake from the beginning. We were just so wrong for each other. I wanted it to work. I tried to make it work. I kept thinking that it'd get better. I kept holding on to what I felt for her. They were very important feelings for me. It was the first person I ever really loved. It wasn't until I met you that I even thought that... I want you to know something. Right now, I wish I'd never even met Madeline. Or at least that I'd met you first. My life would have been so completely different. Julia, I want you to stay with me tonight. More than anything, I want you to be with me.
No.
I love you. Don't be afraid. There's nothing to be afraid of.
There is with me, you see, because I've been alone for such a long time. I have everything in control. I have everything in order, just the way that I want it.
But haven't you been lonely?
Yes. But I gotta talk myself out of it. I find substitutes.
What do you substitute for love?
Law books.
And you want to go back to that?
I don't think I can go back, even if I want to now. Promise me that there won't be any more episodes like today. We have to trust each other completely now. Now just promise me.
I promise. Will you stay with me tonight? Darling, don't start crying. You're safe now.
I know. It's all over. The case is closed. My marriage is over. Kirk's out of my life. So are you. It's all over. There's no reason for us to be together anymore.
I wish I could say otherwise.
I can't tell you how many times I wish I was free. And now that I am, you're not. You're married. Kind of funny when you think about it, isn't it?
I would do anything if I could change that.
But you can't.
But I can't. Santana was just by here a little while ago. She brought this food, and she was terrified that she's going to lose me now because Kirk is being sent away.
It must be kind of great to be on the top of everybody's most wanted list.
I fail to see the humor in it.
I'm sorry.
I could never hurt her that badly, you know that.
Of course you can't. But why? When people have hurt us so much.
Because that's not what you and me are about, Eden. For which I'm very glad.
So am I. No. I'm lying. I'm not glad. I know we can't change the way we are. But I would give anything in the world to have us be the way we used to.
Our relationship wouldn't be worth a thing if we had to rebuild it by destroying other people's lives.
You know, you don't have to say these things. I know we can't be together. But that will never stop me from wanting it. It will never stop me from wanting you.
Well, I hope someday it will stop you from talking about it. Because it only makes it harder.
And that makes me happy. I want it to be as difficult as it can be for you. I want you to suffer as much as I've been suffering every day that we're not together.
Do you really?
Yeah. I know that's a terrible thing to say, but I hurt inside so much. Whenever I think about what's happened to us.
Eden, I have prayed and I have cursed. I keep hoping things will get better. Every day I hoped I'll stop caring, or I'll care a little bit less even. But I don't. Every single thing I do reminds me of you. Everywhere I go, I find something that makes me think about you. In my wildest dreams, I never imagined a love like what I feel for you. It's the best thing that ever happened to me. And it's the worst. Because it can never be.